Well, it's a beautiful day today. We're still in Hebden Bridge, where we had hoped to be for a couple of weeks, but we're in a bit of a pickle because the canals are closing around us, so we're not quite sure what to do. We are on a short stay mooring, but we can't actually move from it because there's nowhere to go either direction. Coming up to Hebden Bridge from the direction we came in, they're now doing assisted passage, and you've got to have a good reason to go through, because there's the really deep lock that we came through just uses so much water, and with the rainfall situation the canals are really low, and in fact we can see the bit we're on dropping by the day. So what we're doing at the moment is just going 2 locks up to turn the boat around and go back to Hebden Bridge, and then we've got to decide what we're going to do, whether we're going to stay there for another week and try and go down next week, whether we're going to leave tomorrow. We're not really sure. We're having to play it by ear at the moment. I mean, there's worse places you could be stuck in. We're loving Hebden Bridge, but we do have to get to Sorby to get our boat service, so it's a quandary at the moment. Well, it's Monday morning and we've sorted ourselves out. The locks from Hebden Bridge all the way to the big deep lock, Tulle lock, are shut. Assisted passage only for a couple of hours, twice a week. So we've booked to go out on Friday at 1 o'clock. It actually works out quite well for us, as long as the levels stay high enough for us to be able to float back down there, because it seems that all of the visitor moorings at Hebden Bridge are one day only. I have no idea why, because Hebden Bridge is surely worth a few days of anyone's time, but CRT in their wisdom have given everybody one day. However, as we can't move, we can stay there for the week, so we're happy about that. Super hot today, so the only thing to do is to come into the woods and go for a swim. And yesterday we found this spot with our friends Barry and Marion, and we went for a dip. Marion got pecked by a duck, but it was all good fun, and we've come up here again today, and we'll probably have to come here again tomorrow. It's not really deep enough to swim, but it's enough to sit in it and get the water over your shoulders and just keep yourself cool. So we couldn't be in a better place to be stuck.
50. So you can do that, you put 50.
That is a signal crayfish. Oh, I think it's coming to get me. They're terribly invasive here, and although they're really nice to eat, they're not giving licenses out to catch them anymore because people are accidentally spreading them, making the situation worse. Oh, he's coming up. Gee, look at those claws. Wow. Oh, is he going to come and get me? Oh, he's a bit scary. He's going to come out with a click, click, clack, isn't he? On our way back from the river, we came across this beautiful house. Did you plan it all in the winter? All the colours?
I started to it this year. I do it every year and I just stick a bit in, a bit here, sometimes it pops up.
Lovely, it's very striking. Love it.
I'll try by time try and get it to be.
Oh, and there's lots of vegetables up there. Hollyhocks on the way. And look at these lilies and clematis, so pretty. So today, now that the temperature has calmed down a little to a mere 21 degrees, we're taking the opportunity to do some more discovering around Hebden. And today we're going up the steepest path imaginable to Hepponstall, which is only about a mile from Hebden, but I think it's a mile uphill. It's been really lovely discovering Hebden. It's been such a nice place to be stuck, and we'll definitely come back here again. And it's the sort of place where you start going and looking in the estate agents' windows and thinking, oh, I could almost live here. I had some really nice comments from some viewers a few videos ago who said that they really liked our vlogs and they couldn't understand why we didn't have more viewers. And I thought about it, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. I don't do clickbait snapshots at the beginning because life isn't always a drama. And the number one reason for doing these is because I'm basically a maker, and when I'm on the boat it's limited as to what I can make, but I can make videos, and I really enjoy the editing process and the stitching together of a story. And I started doing it because it would be nice for friends to see where we are, what we're doing, but also it's a journal for us when we get older and we're in our dotage, and we can look back on all the great places and adventures we had. And we're not in it for any money. We don't ask for any money. We don't want coffees or beers or anything. We know we support ourselves. So the amount of viewers doesn't really matter. It's the quality of the viewers, and the viewers I have are really nice. They make nice comments. I have chats with some of them, and so far I don't get any trolling. So nice as it is to have a lot of viewers, it's not the be all and end all. We've just come up to this small graveyard which we're going to investigate, looking down on Hebden. And I was reading some interesting facts about Hebden. It's deep in a valley, and it has a north facing side and a south facing side. And actually the suicide rate here is quite high per head of capita. And one of the reasons they think is that people who are not earning a great wage end up living on the north side and not having so much light, and it being gloomy and very enclosed because it's a valley. People who can afford it live on the south facing side. And that's one of the theories. There's others, and I can see that. I mean, we're here in a heat wave and it's really sunny and lovely, but I can imagine living in a dark valley can get claustrophobic. But at the moment we still love it here, so we're going to go and check out who's who in this graveyard. Can't really see who's in here because of all the furniture around. No, I don't want to walk across them either. It's just lovely as it is. How nice to be laid among the ferns, looking out over the valley. The climb continues. And then on up there, it is a footpath, honest. Oh, that looks intriguing. Which way do you think? sure which way it goes now. Oh, there's an arrow over there. It's to the left. Oh, is there two? Oh, that's going down, I think. That's where we've just come. I'm hoping that from about 2 or 3 clips before, oh, it's going a bit bright, you might notice that the picture quality of the videos has improved. My friend Barry, who was with us the other day, pointed out that sometimes when he watches our vlogs they pixelate, and we had a look and they were recording in low quality because there's some ridiculous icon on the front of my phone that I can't get rid of called Beauty, and when that's on and it gets switched on whenever you touch the screen, it seems it starts recording in low quality. So now I make sure it's off and hopefully the videos will be better quality. We can but hope. Well, we can get over here and then find our path up there somewhere. Madness. Well, this is definitely the road less travelled. The footpath is a bit ish in some places. Oh, but it looks like we're arriving somewhere. And then there's a gap at the end for very slim people to get through. And even then, you've got to breathe in. Oh my God, there's a bus stop. We could have got a bus up here. But where's the fun in that? We've climbed so high. H thinks that the air's getting thin up here. This is the churchyard we climbed to see. It's unusual because it has 2 churches in it. This is the original, which began as a chapel in the 1200s, then was added and added to over the next few centuries, going from Catholic originally to Protestant after the Reformation. The original church was dedicated to Thomas à Becket, but after storm damage in 1847, money was raised to build a new one dedicated to St. Thomas the Apostle, and they left the old one there, which I think is rather nice. This is the new one, with a ghostly organist. And now it should be all downhill, and we found this permissive path through this lush piece of, I don't know, meadow. A permissive path is a bit different from a public footpath. I think it's on land owned by somebody who have given permission for you to walk across it, but that permission can be taken away at any time, whereas a public footpath is a public right of way, and that is written down in law and has to be kept like that. I think that's what it means anyway. Wow, what a view. We're not entirely sure this is the way down because it looks steeper than would be safe. What do you think, H? Okay, I'm right behind you. H has decreed that it's too steep to go down that way. We might get down quickly, but we might not get down in one piece, so back up and find another route. Oh, well, this is definitely so far a bit safer. That way?
Certainly going down there.
Yeah, but it's
steep.
really steep. Which way you want to try?
What does the oracle say?
Have a look. And after a bit more clambering, it looks like we've come to the end. We're not sure where it's going to bring us out, but there is civilization ahead. And if you fancy a little bijou residence in Hebden Bridge, here's one for sale. A little tired, nothing that a coat of paint won't restore. Well, that's the end of our Hebden Bridge visit, and we're very sadly leaving. We've thoroughly enjoyed our time here and we'll be back. And in the meantime, I'm going to leave you with some clips of all the lovely bits and pieces that we really enjoyed in Hebden. If you ever get the chance to come here, I would highly recommend it. So that's it for now. We're off to put our boat into Sorby for an engine service, and we're off to a music festival for a week. So we'll see you all when we get back. Bye for now.
Work for the dear old day, and what few nuts and poor girl had that she flew and pulled away.